Hey all, exam fever is catching up. I'm going to revise all my English lessons from this video, which is going to make my learning easier. I hope you all do that too.
Hello everyone. I hope everybody is doing good. I'm so happy to meet you all in another English class. A very good morning to you all, and I hope you all have a great day ahead. Children, our English lesson this time is a little bit different. We are going to be having a revision class. As you all know, we are nearing the end of our first term. So we are going to be revising all the topics that we have covered in the next two lessons. In today's lesson, we have quite a number of topics, children. I have divided today's lesson in three parts. Okay. In part 1, we will be looking into character analysis from the lesson Eidgah. In part 2, we are going to be looking into paragraph writing based on the lesson The Wind on the Haunted Hill. And our third part is studying the story setting based on the play The Red-Headed League. Okay. Now let's go into part 1 of our revision class. Part 1 of our revision class is character analysis. So let's recall, children. What is character analysis? Every story will have characters. Some stories have many characters, some stories have very few characters. Some stories will have static characters. Some stories will have dynamic characters that will keep changing all over. Now, in a story, we isolate one character and we study the character's thoughts, the character's feelings, opinions, and whatever the character is going through. That is character analysis. That is character traits. Okay. Now, studying character traits of a particular character helps us understand the story way better. Okay. We can understand the point of view of the character based on the story. Okay. Now, when we look at character traits, character analysis, children, they can be studied in two ways. It can be physical traits. It can be traits that are inside, personality traits. Okay. Now, what are the outside traits? Now, if you look at the example that we have given, there is a picture of a boy. Now, look at the physical traits. The boy is wearing a blue shirt. He's wearing a red shorts. He must be wearing sunglasses. He has blonde hair. These are physical traits that you can see. Whatever you can see and assess on a person, they become physical traits of a character. What about the inside? The personality traits. All what the character speaks, all what the character does, the actions the character does, and all the changes the character goes through in the story, the character's thoughts, opinions, ideas, feelings, all these define the personality, the inside of a character, children. Now, the example that we are going to take is from the lesson Eidgah, but our first post lesson. Okay. Now, you all must have read this lesson by now. So, Eidgah was written by a very famous author named Premchand, and we are going to be studying the main character, the protagonist, his character traits. Okay. Now, I have given the page numbers of this story also, and by now you should be having your textbook. I request you all to read through the lesson. Okay, children. So, let's go into the character study of Hamid. Okay. Now, let's leave off the outside part of Hamid's character traits. Let's concentrate on the personality traits, inside part. Now, if you've read the story and if you have watched our previous videos, you will know by now that Hamid is a very kind boy. He is a beautifully sketched character. Okay. Hamid acts way mature than his age. His actions prove that he is not what a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old will act like. He is extremely generous. He is benevolent. He puts his needs he puts others' needs over his own needs. He is selfless. Okay. Now, these are some of Hamid's personality traits. Okay. This is how you map a character's traits. You can do it as a physical trait and you can do it as a personality trait also. When you're studying a person's personality, the inside, you look at their actions. Okay, here we see that Hamid is buying a gift for his grandma instead of himself. So that makes us, that shows us that Hamid is a very kind boy. Okay, he's selfless. He's putting his grandmother's need over his own need. And he is generous with the money that he has. He is not holding back any money for himself. He's spending everything for the grandmother. So based on a character's actions, thoughts and opinions, you can analyze their character. Okay, children. Now let's move on to part 2 of our revision lesson. The second part of our revision also is a topic that we have already discussed a lot many times. Okay. So here we are going to be looking into paragraph writing. Paragraph writing, we all know what paragraphs are. We have discussed in detail about paragraph writing. So before we go in, let's recall what is a paragraph. A paragraph is nothing but a group of sentences put together on a particular topic. A paragraph should have a topic sentence which introduces the topic. It should have supporting sentences where you express or where you justify your topic, and it should have a concluding sentence where you summarize the topic. Your paragraphs will always begin with capital letters only. You never begin a paragraph with a small letter. And your paragraphs will not begin with conjunctions like and, also, for, words like this. You cannot begin your paragraph. Okay, children. Now the example we are going to be looking into is from the lesson The Wind on the Haunted Hill. If you recall, it is one of our earliest videos that we have done. In your textbook, the lesson is found between pages 26 to 34. Please go ahead and read this lesson. The reason I have taken this lesson as an example is, children, there are many paragraphs are there in this lesson. Okay? The example that I have given here, if you look into the image, you can clearly see that all the paragraphs begin with the space away from the margin. That space is called an indent. Paragraphs have to begin with space away from the margin. They should not begin with the same space as the margin. And if you notice, all the sentences in the paragraph have capitalization. There are no small letters anywhere unless you are using I. Alright, children. So read through all the paragraphs in this lesson as a sample. And our last part 3 of our revision lesson is setting. We learned a lot of elements for prose and stories, if you remember. We learned about plot, we learned about theme, we learned about different types of characters, the style of writing. The element that we are going to be considering here is setting of a story. So what is setting? Setting means when and where the story takes place. Okay, the place and time of the story taking place. Okay, so basically any story, take for example, say we read the play The Red-Headed League by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Okay, it's found on pages 45 to 49 in your English textbook. So if you notice in this play, children, the play is taking place in, the play begins in Sherlock Holmes's residence. Okay, the beginning is set in Sherlock Holmes' residence. Now, where is Sherlock Holmes' residence? It is in 221 Baker Street. Now, where is 221 Baker Street? It is in London, England. Now, in this play, if you notice, the story is not confined to only Sherlock's residence. It's not only taking place in 221 Baker Street. It is moving to another setting where Jabez Wilson's shop is there. Okay, and it is not just happening there. It is also moving to the bank that is there on the Saxe-Coburg Square. Okay, so the where portion of the setting is all these places. It's happening in London, England. Where in London? It is happening in Saxe-Coburg Square, and it also begins in Sherlock's own residence, 221 Baker Street. That is the where. Now, when is the story happening? This story was published in late 1890s. The story is exactly happening in the year 1891. Okay, children. So this is the setting of a story, the where and when a story takes place. Now that we have revised 3 different topics, we revised character analysis for the lesson Idga, paragraph writing for the Wind on the Haunted Hill, and setting of a story for the Red-Headed League. I have given you quite a number of assignments. All your assignments have to be written in your classworks, and I insist that you all write your assignment. Now, as an assignment, part 1 of your assignment will be, you're going to be writing a short character analysis on Hamid based on what we saw in the video. Okay? And your second assignment will be a short paragraph with a minimum of 5 lines. A paragraph should have a minimum of 5 lines. You will be writing a paragraph on learning to ride a bicycle. If you don't know, if you haven't learned to ride a bicycle, okay, also it's not an issue. You will write why you haven't learned to ride a bicycle. Okay. The third part of your assignment will be writing the setting. You're going to find out the setting of the Wind on the Haunted Hill. Okay. Based on what we discussed for Sherlock Holmes' story, you're going to be writing the setting for the Wind on the Haunted Hill. I hope you all take this assignment seriously and complete it, children. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.